Well, this right here is what was renamed the Batcave by two Norwegian Nimbus riders that went around the world. They stayed here 2.5 weeks. While we, the excuse was that we were working on the engines, but basically we were, helping support the economy by drinking a lot of beer. Just a simple garage. Since we bought this house 8 years ago, we never had a car in here. It's all about Nimbuses. We got Dave Jensen's 54 Nimbus over here, and we got his engine here, and we put new rods and new pistons in here. Dave Nelson is getting new rods too, and he's got his 1942 Nimbus here, and I got my own 1938 engine over here for a frame that's in the back. But we basically just maintain the bikes, keep them running, and they don't need a whole lot of maintenance because they're really reliable. I moved from the East Coast to California about 12 years ago, and a friend of mine moved out here, so we both had a Nimbus. So if you have a Nimbus, you're an owner. If you have two, you're a club, basically. So the Nimbus Motorcycle Club of America was established that way. So little by little, we moved on and got until about 5 years ago, we had 30 or 35 members nationwide. Most of them we never met because they're all over the country. And then 5 years ago, I ran into David Jensen here. We're kind of a perfect match here because I'm a skilled marine mechanic. I'm from Tuborg in Denmark. A shout out to them. Hey, everybody. Dave here is he's a designer of websites and packaging and stuff like that. So I do most of the mechanical, and he learns, and he does all the website. If you want to go in and check out nimbusclubusa.com.
Min T-35 bor i Sverige, and he came over here in the 30s. So I've always had rah-rah thing for being Danish. I've worn clogs since I was 17 years old. So.
Because you got a lump foot.
That's true. So I'm half Danish and half Scottish. So if you don't like my kilt, I'll take my clogs off and beat you in the head. But it's been fun, and this has been really good for me because again, it just puts you one more touch closer, to experience more things that are Danish.
Well, the fish is it's a treat that's from the West Coast. It's actually not something that you produce many places in Denmark.
An acquired taste.
Yeah. Basically what it is, it's a flat fish. En skrubber eller ising eller rødspæt. You basically tie them together at the tail, take the head and the guts out. You salt them overnight. You hang them on the line. They dry for 8-10 days. Once they're dry, what you basically do is, it's like, you have beef jerky and all that. We have fish jerky from Tuborg. And basically what you do is you take the skin off, and then you just cut them into slices with the bone and everything, and you just go.
How's it go?
I can tell. I can tell the viewer that it smells a lot like fish right now.
Yeah. They pack the ocean in one little slice.
Yeah.
That's the first thing I love when I get off the airplane in Copenhagen, is walking. That's the first thing I do is just get out of the airport and just, because the ocean breeze is so good. And then the next thing I do is go right to a medisterpølse.
Oh yeah, you like that?
Oh yeah, medister. They always think I'm crazy because I said, medister. I said, ketchup eller sennep? I said, nej. I said, brød? Nej. I just want the dog.
My grandfather was born in Copenhagen in 1888, and he and my grandmother immigrated to Minnesota in the 30s. And then my dad was born in northern Minnesota, and I'm second generation Danish here in America. I always thought growing up, the town that they lived in, everybody spoke Danish, and the churches, of course, were all in Danish. And I always thought, oh, that's the way everything is like that. So it was kind of a shock, growing up in Southern California because it's so culturally diverse. And we would go back and visit and be like, well, this is more like home, and come out here and be like, well, I don't quite fit in here, don't quite fit in there. But after meeting these guys and getting back into the Danish motorcycles and things, I felt much more comfortable. It's a lot of fun. I've enjoyed
nice.
it a lot. Yeah.
It's nice to feel connected. To
Well, you
them.
you feel like home.
Yeah.
You know, I feel like these two are my brothers more than just about anybody, just because we have so much in common.
We love you today.
Vi skåler for venner, og dem som vi kender, og dem som vi ikke kender, må passe sig selv.
Yeah, we do that too. We
We changed the words.
we change the words. The thing is that a lot of people they know a lot more about Denmark here in the States today because of these bikes. Not just us locally, because it's not that we brag about Denmark, but definitely when you can't help but explain about these bikes and how they're built and the extraordinary effort that was taken by Fisker himself, who actually lived to be 100 years old. And you know, I think he would be proud of seeing in 2012 so many of his bikes still out there on the road.
Yep.
And same thing all over the place. I mean, a lot of people in North Carolina, New York State, Pennsylvania, Maryland, Florida, everywhere on these bikes, and representing the one of the fine products of Denmark.